I'm being punked. I'm being punked. Ashton, you can come out now. It's okay. Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I'm finally doing like the most requested video in a while, and that is reviewing Believebeauty foundation. Guys, I've already been wearing this for a couple of days now, so I'm gonna do a full-on review of this foundation. So if you guys wanna see what my thoughts are, what my opinions are on this, then definitely keep on watching. Okay, so a while ago, I saw on Paige's channel that she just kept talking about this Believebeauty foundation, and she's been raving and raving about it. Before I even met her, I heard her talking about this. Well, when we actually went to Disney together, she had talked to me about this particular foundation and how they had sent it over in PR, how she's been trying it out, and she really, really likes it, and that she would just keep me updated on it. And she has very, very oily skin like myself, and she has for months said how amazing this foundation is, and I have never jumped the gun and got this foundation. You guys have always tagged me in photos, requested that I review this, said it's really, really, really good, especially if oily skin, please give it a go, and I've never did it. I just never did it. But Paige had done nothing but talk about this for so long now, and when she did like her yearly favorite, she talked about this as well. And then another YouTuber, Allie Dawson, had talked about how amazing this foundation was as well. So I was like, you know what? Fine. I will finally review this damn foundation because you guys have been asking me to. So I picked up the Believebeauty in the shade Sand Beige as well as Nude, and I tried to see which was a better match to me, but when I actually swatched it to my skin and let them dry down, Sand Beige is what was my perfect match. So Nude, I'm just gonna give it to my best friend Kayla so she can try that out. But this foundation right here, it only retails for $5. $5 for this bad boy, and it can be found at your local Dollar General store. So I went to Dollar General, I picked up this along with like a setting powder and like a tinted moisturizer, which I'm gonna try out in a different video or just a different time, but I really wanted to give this product a try. So in my last video, my Morphe 35i Icy Fantasy video, I said I was gonna try out this foundation. But my true test of this foundation was going to be going to work. I worked all day Saturday, all day Sunday at my job at Disney. I am a server, and I know I tell that in every single video, but I always get asked the question like, what do you do? I serve. And that was like my biggest test, because both days I worked like 11 hours each shift, and this was going to be a try and true test to see how well this foundation can hold up against just being at Disney, hold up running around all day, sweating, getting really greasy, really oily, and just seeing how well it could just last throughout the day. So my favorite drugstore foundation is my L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation. I've talked about that for a while now, and yes, it does a great job containing the oil, but it only contains the oil for so long, and then I do tend to get oily throughout the day. Towards the like, I want to say about 5 to 6 hours into my shift, I'll get pretty oily, but a quick dab of like the Blendiful right here or a tissue paper or something, or like a napkin, gets my oil to go away, but it doesn't really look the best afterwards. I look like I have a natural finish with like a little bit of separation on my face. Nothing too drastic. It just looks like I'm wearing just like a dewy foundation after that point. But my favorite foundation has been my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Long Wear Foundation. I did a full review of this in the dead heat of summer here in Florida, and it did such an amazing job of holding back the oil. Now, the only thing that I don't like about this foundation is that it's a $55 foundation, so I use this sparingly because I don't want to go through something so expensive because I am so cheap. But that's why I love my L'Oreal, because it's only $11 foundation. So when I saw that this retails for $5, and it's supposed to have a skin finish foundation with full to medium coverage, and it's supposed to be a great holy grail for oily skin people, I was like, okay, let me give it a go. So I wore it on my Friday video. I wore it all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and then we're gonna wear it today. And I did do a check-in on Saturday after my 11.5-hour shift, and I had a lot to say, but I'm gonna go ahead and put it on today as well so you guys can see what I'm talking about. And yeah, I'm gonna stop rambling on. Now, both days, I'm gonna do exactly what I did for both days. I wore the Benefit Pore Professional Pore Primer right here. Yes, this is the travel size because I don't know how much the full size is, but the travel size isn't that expensive and it doesn't break the bank. So we're gonna take this and we're gonna push it into my skin. I noticed that in the very first video that I tried out the foundation, I tried it with my Versali liquid powder oil balancing serum right here, and when I looked at my face a couple hours later, I looked so dry and cakey. It did not look good, and I could not stand how my face looked. And I really wish that you guys could see my skin without the beauty lights on so you guys can see what I was talking about, but it was just, it just looked like I was stepped into the Sahara Desert and just never came out, and my skin was so dry and cracked. And for an oily person, I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. I love the fact that I look so dry, but I don't want to look like super cakey either, where my foundation looks like it's just sitting on top of my skin and just doesn't look good. So I decided to try this out with this primer right here. We're supposed to be pore filling primer, and because I noticed that when I did the Believebeauty and I just did that, my pores, like, oh my god, did they shine through. They looked so bad. So I tried this out. I'm gonna let this sit for a couple minutes, but I have got to say, and this is gonna be a spoiler for you guys, I really fell in love with this foundation. I probably spent 30 minutes today on the phone talking to my best friend Kayla about this foundation and why she needs to come over and pick up the nude one, because I think it'll be a good shade for her because of how amazing this foundation is. And let me show you. So I take 2 pumps, pump it right here, back of my hand, nothing too big. I take my Morphe sponge right here. This is a damp Morphe sponge. I do have my Tati Beauty Blendable right here, but I don't like it for a foundation. I've tried it multiple times with foundation and I just can't seem to find the learning curve with this. It just doesn't work for me when it comes to foundation. But a lot of other products it works fantastic with, but foundation, not a big fan with. So I'm gonna go ahead and just start to pat this on right here. I actually looked to see who made this, and it says that this is made in Germany and distributed by Messala Link. Ooh. And let's see if I can find any information on this foundation and figure out why it is so freaking good. Like, I'm like literally like, wow. Okay, so online it says that this is a medium to full coverage foundation that blends effortlessly for a flawless look. This blendable formula blurs imperfection while smoothing your skin. It doesn't ever say anything in here about containing the oil, but there is some sort of magic ingredient in here that I swear to God contains the oil. Like, I don't know what it is, but I'm telling y'all. Oh, and please ignore my half-done eyes. I'm filming another video right now. I also just don't care. Okay, so now that the foundation is on, I definitely want to talk about this foundation. So I'm very oily, and it's very hard for me to find a foundation that really can contain the oil. It is a struggle, one that I've learned to accept a long time ago. Now when I actually look at this foundation, I can see my pores, but having this like pore filler right here, it definitely has minimized the look of the pores, but the foundation just looks so beautiful. It just sits so beautifully in the skin. I can always tell how it's gonna hold up by looking at my nose and then my forehead area, and it just settles so nicely into the skin. I don't know, like it looks beautiful. It looks just like my Charlotte Tilbury foundation. Like, it looks like the exact same coverage. It's insane to me. It's insane. Now, I did not wear any concealer. I don't tend to wear concealer when I go to work. It's just one more added step. So I'm gonna go ahead and set my face so I can show you guys exactly what I did and show you guys one of my follow-up videos because I have to talk about it. Okay, so for setting powder, I use the Infallible Loose Setting Powder right here. This is in the translucent shade. And I really didn't do much. I just took my Blendiful right here and just literally dabbed it into the skin. And just press it in. Nothing new. I've used this powder with the L'Oreal foundation, with the Charlotte Tilbury foundation, and again, I don't know what type of ingredients, but I literally wore this for 3 days in a row, 3 literally long days in a row, and using it at my serving job, and the fact that literally by the end of my shift, like, my skin looked so freaking good. Okay, so now that my foundation is set, I am gonna go ahead and do my bronzer, blush, eyes, the rest of my eyes off of camera. I'll come back and give you guys my final thoughts because I do have a video to play for you guys that I filmed 2 days ago, so I'll be right back. Okay guys, so we are back. I've probably had this foundation on now for about an hour and a half and it still looks, well, hot damn. It still looks amazing. I will not lie. This is a very, very, very beautiful foundation. Now I am caking up just the tiniest little bit right there in the corner, and like right there in the corner, like that is like a little bit caking up. Oh, my teeth, sorry. That's a little bit of caking up right there, but it's really, really, really a still really nice looking foundation. Now I have got to say, I have worn this foundation 3 days in a row, both like over 11 hours, and at the end of the day, guys, my foundation has looked so fucking good. And I'm sorry for cursing, but I'm dead serious. Like legit, all right here stayed mattified, this stayed mattified. I got oily right here, but not that oily. I got oily enough where I literally just took my blender right here, dabbed it away, and it looked right back to looking like this again. It looked right back to looking like this, and I was like, ah. But I didn't even get oily until about 9 to 10 hours into wearing it is when I started to get oily. I literally stayed like this for the majority of the day. I want to say about 8 hours my foundation was like this, and this is like the longest time I've worn a foundation where I've stayed mattified like this. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what? What? A $5 foundation has been able to control an oil like no other? Are you? I'm being punked. I'm being punked. Ashton, you can come out now. It's okay. That is how I felt. Like literally, I'll show you this video right here. Am I in a bathrobe? Yes. Y'all, I have had this foundation on now for 11 hours. And I know you guys can't really see it fully right here on this camera, but I'll be doing another wear test because I'm truly, truly trying out this foundation. I've been wearing this foundation now for over 11 hours, and I have got to say I have not touched my face once. Right here is starting to get a little greasy, right here is a little greasy, and right here is a little greasy. But the grease started maybe like 2 hours ago, and even then it's still not that bad looking. It just looks more dewy than anything else. And I am like, you have this $5 foundation has held my oil back more than any other foundation I have ever used. And this is beating my freaking Charlotte Tilbury foundation right now. I am shocked at this. This is insane. And I worked all day today, and I'll be working all day tomorrow, so I'm doing this again to try out this foundation again because I'm really, really putting this $5 Dollar General foundation to the test, and god damn is it passing the test right now. But you know what? We have another work day ahead of us, so. Sorry for wearing that robe, but I had gotten home from work, but I was blown away at how truly amazing this foundation is. Blown away, and I'm kind of mad at myself that I sat on this foundation for so long. Like, why I did, especially since it's so inexpensive. It's $5 freaking, and I sat on it for so long. And guys, I have got to say, I am so sorry. I have not done my due diligence here as a beauty reviewer to try out things you guys have told me to. Like, I've done the best that I could because like I do live paycheck to paycheck, so I tried the best that I can. But this was definitely within my budget, and it's $5. It's very aesthetically pleasing. It's very nice looking. It has a very nice hefty feel to it. Super cute, and it only is $5. And y'all, I'm extremely oily, and the fact that it contained my oil, contained it for as long as it did, that blew my mind because it contained it a little bit longer than my Charlotte Tilbury did. And this is a $55 luxurious foundation, and it contained it so much better. I really do like the coverage because at the end of the day, it doesn't necessarily have the fullest matte coverage, but my skin just looks like a natural, beautiful skin radiance. Like, it has a beautiful skin finish to it where yes, if I get a little oily, it'll be right up here in my T-zone, just right here and right here. But the majority of this will stay matte the rest of the day. This will stay matte throughout the rest of the day. Teeny bit of oil that I could take this or like a tissue paper, toilet paper, whatever you want to take, dab it ever so slightly, and you go right back to looking so mattified. And it's just so beautiful. It is definitely full coverage. You could build this up at 2.5 pumps, filled up my entire face. So this, not only is it $5, but this can definitely go a long way. So guys, I have got to say, I think I found my new holy grail for foundation, like 100%. This will, like, I used to wear my, I always preached I wore my L'Oreal foundation to work. Nope. I have been wearing this now. this is my go-to. And normally I do reviews where like I'd like to do mostly first impressions, or if I do foundation tests, I wear them all day. I've been doing this review now for like 3.5 days. Did I film all of it? No, because I've worked the whole time. But guys, I have got to say, this is everything. This is truly everything. I think I, honest to God, found my new holy grail. So oily skin people, please go check this out. You can find it at your local Dollar General, $5 freaking. Now, their color range is really shitty. Really shitty. At least the color range I saw in store. Online, there's a little bit more variety of color shades online, but in store, piss poor shit, garbage. But go check the rest, but go check them out online, because there is more of a chain. There is more of an online shade range, but I think when you look at it online, it tells you to go buy it in stores. I don't know. I don't ever really go to Dollar General, but I went because I wanted to try this out for you guys, and the fact that it just works so well, and I don't have to touch my foundation for the rest of the day. I love it, and I'm gonna keep wearing it. So Paige, thank you so much for finally kicking me in the butt and saying I have to try this out. Allie Glines and all my beautiful, 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 beautiful subscribers for forcing me to try this out. I just want to say thank you so much. It is truly incredible, and guys, you have got to go get this. And not to mention, if you don't like it, well shit, you only spent $5. It ain't gonna break the bank for you, so that is definitely worth it for me. So go check that out. But yeah guys, that is it for today's video. If you guys like this video, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm here almost every day and I can't keep up with myself. Also make sure you guys head on over to my other channel. It is Our Photo Life. You guys can see my cool, wonderful adventures with amazing fiance Corey. And as always guys, I want to thank you guys for all your love and support. I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye. The new video I really want to give is my Charlotte Tilbury Airless. Let me get the foundation out. Okay, so for setting powder, I use my okay.